What's going on, traders? In this video, I want to talk to you about just a simple strategy I wish I knew as a beginner, right? So, of course, I'm always going to have to plug, and I want to plug it, is my Futures 2.0 course, which is the advanced version of my strategy and all the trades I take now. You could even pair it on top of the Futures 101, which is more beginner and more entry level. So, definitely go watch that. And then once you complete that, then you are ready for the Futures 2.0. But everything I say in here, or most of what I mentioned in Futures 2.0, won't make sense if you're a newbie beginner, because you at least need to see Futures 101 to understand the terminology, the entry signals, the entry points, all these different anchor VWAP terminology that we use, right? So definitely go check out those two if you are a beginner, and even if you're not, definitely go check them out. But the strategy I wish I knew as a beginner, just to keep it simple, is trading with the structure, but that's an obvious answer. So to keep that even deeper, it's going to be trading on the right side of my New York VWAP. So I guess one part of this answer could also be, one strategy would be to not trade pre-market, right? I used to trade Forex, I used to trade the CFDs, and I would trade US 500 or SPX at like 8 o'clock, 7 in the morning Eastern time before the markets were even open. And I would find some success with it, but not even just the P&L success that I have now is better, but even just the freshness that I feel not trading until 9:30. So just shortening my hours really, because I'm at the desk looking for trades less than I would be if I was trading pre-market as well. So the strategy would be really the approach of not trading before 9:30, because now I could just look at the regular trading hours. You can see the gray space here. This is from the previous day's changeover of day. I'm not seeing any of the changeover London session, Asia session, none of that. Just what's happening since 9:30, New York open. Now I want to see the structure and really read the story that it's been painting me since 9:30. So the strategy would be, once 9:30 comes in, trading on the right side of that New York VWAP, which is the black one here, of how we also, of course, I always want to have trending structure. That should be just a given, but we're not going to call that the strategy. The strategy for a beginner would be just only take trades on the right side of the VWAP. When I say the right side, I mean if you're underneath it, only looking for shorts. If you're above it, only looking for longs, because just automatically you're going to have probabilities on your side. That if you're underneath the New York VWAP here, like we are, sellers are at least a little bit in control. And of course, we can refine that with my advanced strategy of adding other VWAPs of how to get the best price and get in sooner with more probabilities. But we're talking to the beginners now, maybe some that are intermediate or even the advanced, right? If we're underneath, sellers are at least showing their hand that they're trying to move us lower. So automatically, I have better probabilities than trying to long it down here, call the bottom, change the structure, right? It also even goes into play what I was saying earlier of when I would trade pre-market. For this example, how I'm taking a short, pre-market on this day may have been very, very bullish. So I'd be seeing higher highs, higher lows pre-market before we even open up. That might sway me to look for longs because we're above other VWAPs if we look at that time frame of the electronic trading hours. But when I could just focus in on, well, since 9:30, I see lower highs, lower lows underneath the New York VWAP. So I'm looking for shorts, right? So it cleans my mind a little bit. I'm not getting swayed from what's been happening at 7 a.m., 6 a.m., and I'm able to find these shorts, right? Because if you're looking at the whole day, it might not be looking like you're with the structure because you have higher highs and higher lows pre-market, like I was saying, right? Makes sense that, but since we're only looking at since 9:30, I could see zoomed in, I guess you could say, only lower highs and lower lows. Sellers are underneath. I feel confident in my shorts, right? So just trading underneath it. Again, I can go into the advanced strategy, but let's just look at one more markup here of simple higher highs and higher lows. You can't even see the New York VWAP, the black one in this, because that's how clear the trend is on this day of we're definitely above it. Buyers are in control, and the purple VWAP here is going to be our entry point of why we're getting in. That's in the advanced course, which is just telling me buyers are 100% back in control. The pullback may be over. Another example here. During all this choppiness on the left side, you can see the black view up there a little bit. That's from the start of 9:30 still. That I see some higher highs and higher lows is pretty tight and consolidated though. But these two breaks below, right? Well, Evan just said trade on the right side of it. We are below it. So should I sell it here? Again, you have to take into consideration more of the story. Well, we've had higher highs and higher lows and spent more time above it today. So are these 3 minutes below it really telling me to sell it today? That we're very bearish? Not really. That's where you got to build some discretion. Not to be rude, but common sense of we've been making higher highs and higher lows is 2 minutes underneath this VWAP telling me it's a bearish day. Not really, or not yet exactly. We need to see more information come in. But regardless, then we get a new high made over here. I'm on the right side of VWAP, so I'm not going to try to sell it here at the topping. say, oh, this is too high, we must go lower, let me sell it. No, you're gonna have better probabilities if we're above this high day, or if we're above this New York view up in black. I'm only looking for longs. I'm just trying to be with the trend, be with the structure. I'm gonna have better probabilities like that. If I'm a newbie, I just want to find with the wave. I don't want to fight the grain. And then one last one here, same thing. The New York view up in black. How easy it could potentially be to want to sell it up here when you think it's overextended, higher highs and higher lows. It's definitely bullish, but price is a little too high. I can't buy it up there. I kind of want to sell it. You could. Good luck with that over a span of 100 trades and come back to me. But rather than seeing it hold this New York VWAP and now looking for more longs on the right side of trend. With the structure above New York, I'm looking for longs. Below it, I'm looking for shorts. And we spent no time below it today, so I'm looking for nothing but longs. And now the timing of it will be explained in Futures 2.0. Like I said, this break of high day VWAP in purple. So definitely go check this out. So again, it's not really a strategy. I guess it would be, right? Everything in Futures 2.0 is a strategy, but I do think it is classified as, if I was a beginner, I really wish I knew, just trade underneath shorts from the 9:30 New York Open and above it for longs, right? But in the beginning, I wasn't looking at the regular trading hours. I wasn't even looking at the VWAP. So hopefully that helps you out. Remember, there's definitely more advanced strategies, but if you're in the beginning, definitely just try it out. Don't fight your instincts of trying to call the bottom, right? If you're underneath it, look for more shorts. If you're above it, look for more longs, right? You'll be way more happy taking a short underneath the New York VWAP and taking a loss than you would be if you took a long down here and just said, what am I doing? We have lower highs, lower lows underneath this. Why did I long it, right? So instantly you just have probabilities on your side. And of course, we could always look to increase those with some more information, which I give you in my streams on ASFX TV every Tuesday, Thursday, or in the course, or in the Blackshirt Club, or on my Instagram, or on Twitter, or here on YouTube, right? So there's always plenty more information. So stick around. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If none of this made sense, or if you want more clarification, if you have more questions about my advanced strategy, the beginner strategy, some tips, anything, always feel free to reach out. DM's always open. But other than that, enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll see you on the desk tomorrow.